A commercial airplane with 239 people takes off for a routine flight, but it never lands. No distress call, no sign of wreckage, no explanation. March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 departs from Kuala Lumpur heading to Beijing. Hours later, it vanishes from radar. Military satellites track a strange course change, but after 7 hours, the plane disappears forever. A decade later, the world still asks, what really happened to Flight MH370? Today, we break down the facts, the search efforts, and the theories behind one of aviation's greatest mysteries. At 12:41 a.m., Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370, a Boeing 777-200ER, took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport. On board were 227 passengers and 12 crew members, led by Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, a 53-year-old veteran pilot with over 18,000 hours of flight experience. Assisting him was First Officer Fariq Hamid, a 27-year-old co-pilot on one of his first long-haul flights. The plane climbed to 35,000 feet, and for the first 40 minutes, everything seemed normal. The aircraft sent routine updates, and pilots communicated as expected. But then, at 1:19 a.m., something strange happened. The last words heard from MH370. Air traffic control in Malaysia instructed MH370 to switch frequencies and contact Vietnamese airspace. The captain responded with what would be the last known transmission from the cockpit. "Good night, Malaysian 370. At 1:22 a.m., the plane's transponder, used to track its location, was manually switched off. Seconds later, it disappeared from radar. At first, controllers assumed a technical issue or a miscommunication, but then military radar picked up something shocking. MH370 hadn't crashed, it had turned around. Instead of heading north toward China, the plane took an abrupt left turn flying back over Malaysia, before making another sharp turn southwest toward the Indian Ocean. By 2:40 a.m., it had left radar coverage entirely, but satellite data suggests the aircraft kept flying for nearly 7 more hours. At 8:19 a.m., a final ping was detected by an Inmarsat satellite over the southern Indian Ocean. After that, nothing. The plane had disappeared, presumably running out of fuel somewhere in the vast ocean. The disappearance of MH370 triggered an international search operation unlike anything before. In the following weeks, search teams from Malaysia, Australia, China, the US, and several other nations scoured 120,000 square kilometers, 46,000 square miles of ocean. Ships, submarines, deep-sea drones, and satellites were deployed, but for years, nothing was found. Then, in 2015, a breakthrough, part of MH370's wing, known as a flaperon, washed up on Réunion Island over 4,000 kilometers, 2,500 miles, from the search area. More debris followed, pieces of the fuselage, seats, and a wing flap scattered across the coasts of Madagascar, Mozambique, and Tanzania. Despite these discoveries, the main wreckage, the flight recorders, and the passengers have never been found. With so little evidence, theories have emerged, some rational, some bizarre. Let's explore the most debated possibilities. One theory suggests a sudden fire knocked out the plane's electrical systems and communications, leaving the pilots unconscious, while the plane flew on autopilot until it ran out of fuel. However, this doesn't explain why the transponder was manually turned off, or the sharp turn away from its original route. Some believe a group may have tried to take control of the plane but failed, leading to a slow descent into the ocean. Yet no terrorist group ever claimed responsibility, something unusual for a hijacking. Some claim satellite data was altered, and that governments know more than they admit. Was MH370 accidentally shot down by a military force? Her more bizarre theory suggests the lack of wreckage means something beyond our understanding took MH370. Highly unlikely, but it shows just how mysterious this case remains. Years later, we still don't have all the answers. Why was the transponder turned off? Who was in control during the final hours? Where is the rest of the wreckage? Families of the 239 passengers still seek closure, and while new technology may one day solve the mystery, for now, MH370 remains one of the greatest unsolved disappearances in modern history. Was it a tragic accident, a deliberate act, or something beyond our understanding? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this mystery fascinating, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more unsolved cases. Until next time, keep searching for the truth.